Hey, it's Steve, and this is Buy or Bust. It's where we go visit houses and see if they're worth buying and renovating, or is the cost just so much that it's just a bust? It just does not pay to buy it and try to flip it. So go into this house. You can see as we walked up, there was quite a bit of outside things that needed to be addressed. There was absolutely no landscaping. What was there was in sad shape. Look at this door, this window sill here. So obviously these people had a dog. The story with this house is it's owned by a corporation. It's been a rental for several years. And I think maybe a few years ago, if you look at this backsplash and countertop, it looks like perhaps a few years ago, maybe they put some money into it, but that was the last time. The sinks and the appliances, they're fairly up to date, but there's some things. Look at the light fixture hanging down. That's some quality electrical engineering there, I tell you. And this carpet, vintage 1970s probably. This is a 1969 house, and as we go through, you'll see there's some things that need to be done. It's not in super bad shape. It just probably mostly cosmetic, and I'm sure the air conditioner and the plumbing, that's probably all needs to be updated. There's no telling how old the air conditioner system and all that is, and the roof was in bad shape. The exterior just needs to be taken off and all new put back on. As we walk through, you can see it needs flooring. This room here is especially bad. It's very obvious these people had a dog. And what you're not getting from watching this video is the smell. It was bad. Oh my goodness, it was bad. So you can see the wood floor. It was real wood flooring, but it's just beat to you know what. Here's a laundry room, decent. It's got all your hookups that you need. It's a split floor plan. It's got 2-car garage here, as you can see. 2 single doors there. And this is the master. It's a split plan. There are 2 bedrooms on one side of the house and the master here on the other side. Just needs to be gutted, just like the rest of the house. I think whoever bought this, if you wanted to bring it up to date so that it looked good, you just have to just rip everything out, probably down to the studs, start over. But you're talking a lot of money, and we'll take a look at those costs here after we do the tour. But there's a lot of DIY stuff you can see here all through the house. And we'll walk outside here in a minute. And there's one of my favorite things, a huge corner fireplace that just takes up too much room. They're just not my favorite things. Anyway, you can see they had a dog. There's, traffic patterns of dirt everywhere. Some window sills, door frames chewed on. It just all needs to be taken off. So here we go outside. Holes in the ceiling there. It looks like there was some sort of pest up in the attic, perhaps, making a opening for themselves. So as we go into the backyard, it's a good-sized backyard, actually. But it hasn't been taken care of. The trees are overgrown. Hardly any sun is hitting the ground, so getting grass to grow will be a challenge. And so that's going to have to be addressed. But look at this. Oh, my gosh. The window's broken on the back door. Look at the, obviously, mud from the dog. And you can tell it's a big dog because look how high those paws reach on the windows. The fascia board and the soffit is falling. You can actually see up into the roofing structure. So I'm sure little friends are getting up in there and just making themselves at home up in the attic. So that's the tour. Hope you enjoyed it. Okay, it's been a couple of days since we went to that house and looked around. That house would be a buy and flip opportunity. But let's go over the cost. So that house, let's just round it around. Let's say that house is $150,000 listed as it is. As we walk through there, you can see that It needs a lot of work on the outside. So let's put a price on that. It needs flooring, obviously. Let's put a price on that. It needs all new plumbing, all new bathroom fixtures, basically 2 brand new bathrooms. Let's put a price on that. And then definitely needs some landscaping. Let's put a price on that. And this, this is just to get it competitive with other homes in the neighborhood. Now, the interesting thing is this home is priced $150, and it's roughly half or less than half of what others are selling for. So this one's $150. Others, similar but in good condition are $300 and up, $300 to $350. So the question is, if you buy it for $150, put in all of this money, can you make any profit when you go to sell it? So let's look at those numbers. Okay, the purchase price is $150,000. The exterior needs a whole new roof and all new siding, so I've got that at $50. Landscaping and concrete, it needs an all new driveway because it's all busted up, and the landscaping, well, there is none, so starting from scratch, so I put $25. Flooring, $10 a square foot. You could probably get it cheaper, but they've got to tear out the old stuff, put down the new, make it look good. So I'm doing $10 a square foot. HVAC and plumbing. This house was built in 1969, so there's no telling what kind of plumbing it could have in there. It could have galvanized, copper, or whatever. So just figure all new PEX throughout, new air conditioner system for both of them, so $50,000. Cabinets and countertops. The countertops were actually decent. They were a granite, and it looked like the sinks were fairly new and the backsplash in the kitchen. But the cabinets, I don't know, you probably want to update those. So I just put in $10,000 as a round number for cabinets and new countertops. We're going to need paint inside and out, so $20,000 is probably a good number. So with my purchase price and all of my renovation expenses, I am at $322,370. My purchase price and my renovation comes to $322,370, but that's not all. My holding costs, which are taxes, insurance, whatever other kind of expense, cutting the yard while I own it for a few months, is about $8,000. You got to have a realtor or somebody to sell it for you at 5 to 6%. That's going to be around 20 to 25. And then closing costs when I sell it is about 3% of what I think that'll be. So I'm estimating this at about $12,000. So all in, I'm at $367,370. So there are the numbers. Is it a buy or is it a bust? What do you think? What would you do? For me, this one is a bust because the top end sales in that neighborhood are $350. So there's no way I can spend $367,000 on this one and expect to make any kind of profit. Why work for free? Hit subscribe, and I'll be back next time with more home tours, more real estate related things, and another buyer bust. Let me know. See y'all later. Bye-bye.